Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today is Friday, 7:50. I'm driving from New York to New Jersey. I gotta go see some clients, and then I also have my brother's birthday tomorrow, so I gotta stay home for a little bit. But anyways, this video is gonna be raw and it's just gonna be me talking about my experience in the United States, because yesterday I became a US citizen. I've been here for 6 years already. It's been a pretty crazy journey, to be honest. I don't know, becoming a US citizen felt pretty special, and looking back at it, everything that I went through, I think is just something pretty good to share with you guys. I got 30 minutes left in the car. I don't like to waste time at all, so I chose to make this video. So for those who don't know, I'm originally from Argentina. I grew up in Argentina until I was 18 years old. When I was 18, my dad decided to move to the United States because he got transferred by his company. So we came to the United States. I became a permanent resident in 2017, I believe, and then in 2018 I moved to the United States. So that was a very tough transition at the moment. I didn't know any English. All my friends were in Argentina. I had a lot of friends in Argentina. But I just knew that I wanted something better for myself. Like, I knew that I wanted to pursue something bigger. And of course, here the opportunities are much more than there in Argentina. So for me, it was a big transition, but I was always willing to put in the work. When I moved to the US, again, I didn't know any English. I didn't even know the college system. I spent the first year from 2018 to 2019 literally just studying. I was a soccer player, of course, for those who don't know. I played soccer growing up in Argentina, and when I came to the US, one of the goals was to keep playing soccer, thinking that the level here was a lot worse than it was in Argentina, which is true as a large population, but if you go to a team, the level here is not bad like everyone else thinks. That's my personal opinion. I mean, depending on what team you go to, I'm talking about professional teams. But anyways, from 2018 to 2019, I spent the whole year studying for this exam called the SAT. Didn't know any English. I was absolutely terrible. Worked very hard. I would wake up at 2 in the morning to study. I would go to bed at like 7 p.m. Super focused on soccer. And yeah, in short, I passed the SAT, got a 1250, which for me was amazing because, again, I didn't know any English. So to get that sort of accomplishment is definitely very good. I got into college. My first year in college was great. My second year in college, I decided to move abroad to play soccer. I didn't want to play in college anymore. I just wasn't enjoying it. I didn't think they had the professionalism that I was looking for. So I wanted to be a professional player. And in college, there's a lot of partying. There's a lot of stuff going on. And most people, depending on what division you're in, most people are not willing to sacrifice what you're willing to. So just think that my mindset was different compared to everyone else in the team and everyone I met at the school. I mean, I have a couple friends that are just like me, but other than that, it was just, for the most part, very, very hard to engage with people because I actually just didn't think like them. I moved to Spain because I had a tryout with a very good team in Spain. It's called Getafe. I was at Getafe for like 2 months. They sent me to another team in Spain, and at the 6 months, I had to come back to the United States because I didn't have the citizenship. I didn't have the visa, so I couldn't stay for more than 3 months in Spain. It was very tough at the moment, but when I came back to the US, I started working on the visa. So I started working on the visa, and I knew that in January I was gonna go back to Spain. I'll go back to the US, then I'll go back to Spain, and that's pretty much it, right? But the reality is that everything ended up changing. So I got my visa, but I got an opportunity to go play in the Faroe Islands, which is the middle of nowhere. The experience was great. I mean, I enjoyed going there for the first 3 months, but after 3 months there, it was just really tough. That just made me realize that, yes, I signed my first professional contract. This is first division, and I always thought that I would like to get paid like $2,000 a month and play soccer. But the reality is that it's not. My goal was always to be financially free, to have everything that I want and be able to give everyone that I love what they want, if that makes sense. And even though that's not my responsibility for the most part, I just want to have what I didn't have before. And I'm not talking in terms of what I have myself, but what other people around me have, such as my future family, my girlfriend, my dad, my siblings, right? So that's what freedom felt like for me at the moment, and that's what I wanted to achieve, and soccer wasn't gonna give it to me. I mean, I was 22 years old, I was playing in the middle of the Faroe Islands, and it was just very tough. It was just very tough because you're in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I was getting housing and $2,000 a month, which for soccer, it's pretty good, to be honest, especially in your first ever contract, but I just hated it. Like, I was genuinely not enjoying the professional side of soccer, so I decided to move to the United States back. I pretty much broke the contract. moved back to the United States. I spent some time trying to play soccer in the US because I wasn't sure if I wanted to stop or not. That took me like 6 months. But after those 6 months, I decided to start my own business. So I started selling custom shin guards to soccer players. I thought custom shin guards was a great idea. And only in 3 months running that business, I hit my first $15,000 in 1 month. And that was through Amazon FBA. And at the moment, I thought I made it. I mean, at the moment, I thought, wow, like this is insane. I'm going to grow this business. I'm going to take it to the moon. But the reality is that if you do Amazon FBA or drop shipping or e-commerce, the competition today is absolutely insane. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it because of the competition. There's competition in every single business that you go into, but you really have to have the passion to grow that specific business. And at the time, I had already started my marketing agency without even knowing. So just so you have an idea of how bad it is, the page was called FB Designs at the beginning. Instead of Talento, it was FB Designs. And we would offer custom shin guards, Talento shin guards, and then we would also offer graphic design services and social media management on the same Instagram page. That's how bad it was in terms of organization. Like, I did not know anything. But the good thing is that I put myself out of my comfort zone and I just started doing it. And that's how I generated $15,000 in 1 month. And I'm not saying that I didn't get lucky. Luck is part of everything. I mean, everyone gets lucky at some point, but you just gotta take advantage of it, right? And most people are not prepared. For example, I got lucky by the fact that my dad moved to the United States, but then it was in me to take that opportunity to study English, to pass the SAT, to get into a college, to start playing soccer, right? And a lot of people are just not prepared to take advantage of that opportunity. I think that that's very important for me because, again, there's always gonna be some sort of luck in your life, but if you don't have what it takes to take advantage of it, then that means that you're not prepared. So again, it's very important to be prepared because you're gonna get lucky at some point, but if you're not prepared, it's gonna be tough for you. Anyways, before I go too deep into the topic of luck, which I can talk about another time, I didn't enjoy the e-commerce game as much. So I decided to go all in with my agency. I thought the agency was a lot more controllable, so I went all in with the agency. I mean, at the time, I was charging only $250 per month for social media management, which is absolutely absurd. But for me, it was great because my mentality when I signed my first client for social media was, oh, if I sign 4 of this, I got 1,000. And if I sign 4 times that, I'll have 4,000, which means that's an average salary in the United States. And if I make $4,000 a month, I'll be rich. Like, that was my mentality at the moment. I just wanted to do business. I never really cared about making 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K when I started. It was just like, let's just move forward and let's grow this. Let's see where it goes. And I was just so passionate about it. So yeah, I went all in with the agency. I started signing clients. The first couple of months were tough. Just for context, I started both of these businesses in 2023, in May of 2023. And I decided to go hard with the agency in November or December of 2023. And then in January, I hired my first employee. She killed it. She's been killing it. She's been with me since the beginning. And now we are a total of 5 people in the agency in a matter of a year, less than a year, because we're in November. And we have had a team of 5 people since July, I believe. And yeah, the agency is doing great. I bought my first car, which I absolutely love. Oh, and by the way, I received this, which is a Porsche package. And when I park, I'll be able to show you what it is. Growing the agency, I'm in one of the best stages of my life so far. And when I was quitting soccer, I would never thought that I would be this happy 2 years after, right? I think quitting soccer was one of the best decisions that I made because that introduced me to business. And the game of business is, if you really enjoy it, it's fun, it's challenging, but I wouldn't be doing anything else. But yeah, yesterday I became a United States citizen. And it's kind of crazy to think about everything that I've been through. And to be honest, I wouldn't be anywhere else right now. So I'm very happy with my current situation. Alright guys, so just got back to New Jersey. I think that was worth recording. The last thing that I'm gonna do to end this video is showing you what Porsche gave me. They gave me this beautiful Porsche box. You can see the Porsche logo. And then when you open it, it says, "Congratulations on your new 2024 Macan. Thank you for choosing Porsche. It is a pleasure to welcome you to the Porsche family. To begin the journey with your new Porsche, please scan the QR code or visit myporsche.com. And then up here it says, "In the beginning, I looked around, but I couldn't find the car I dreamt of, so I decided to build it myself. Ferry Porsche." That's pretty epic, to be honest. Yeah, this is what I received. This is the little gift that Porsche sent me for buying this car. and it's pretty cool. It's great customer service, and that's what brand is, right? They're really good at branding. They know what they're doing. They make every single client feel special, and that's one of the reasons why these brands are so big. So trying to learn from them. Of course, they're at a different level, and it'll be tough to get to that point, but yeah, it's just good to even see that, okay, when I get a client, maybe I should send them a gift, or I should do something so that they perceive me in a different way. So yeah, I think that's everything for today's video. Before I end the video, the one thing that I didn't mention is our new business, which is called Talento, with a 3 in the middle, Talento NYC. And we're just trying to build the sickest street football community in New York City. Talento NYC, we're gonna run the sickest street soccer events in New York City and maybe in the world. Now, that's everything for the video. There was a lot of talking, but for those that really care about mindset and growth, I know that you guys will listen to it. And those who don't will probably click out the video in the first 4 minutes or 2 minutes, if they even make it to 2 minutes. If you're a real one, you watched it all, you're here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.